Hi Pisces, welcome to your December 2019 reading, you guys. This month I am doing things a little bit different. As you can probably see by the title, I am doing an expansive tarot reading this month where I'm using all 78 cards of the deck. I think it's really important that we move into January with playing with a full deck. Also, there's just a lot of stuff going on. I thought that it was kind of impossible to give a kind of a basic reading this month, so we're using 78 cards. I don't think there's any in that. I don't, what am I trying to say? There's never enough clarity that you can get in a Pisces reading. Okay, for those of you who watch on YouTube, our readings could always use extra clarification. So I'm really excited to do this reading for us Pisces, because there's always a lot going on in our readings and in our lives anyway. So I'm not gonna lie, Pisces, our reading just pissed me off a little bit because before the readings I always wait for the zodiac card to show up. And I kid you not, I've been sitting here shuffling for like 30 minutes. So I've had a lot of time sitting here shuffling to like feel a lot of different emotions, and I'm honestly kind of upset. So I definitely feel Pisces Mars. If there's anybody out there watching with a Pisces Mars, I definitely feel you. To even validate that further, the Tower card kept showing up for Pisces as I'm shuffling, waiting. I can't help but to think some of us might be waiting. December was just maybe a shitty month for all of us with the Tower card. That's the card for Mars. And I think the universe made me feel certain things as I shuffled. Like, it was important for me to feel certain emotions before I did the Pisces reading, especially one as expansive as this, because there's going to be a lot that gets covered here. We're ending a decade, you know what I mean? So a lot of stuff. Maybe we're waiting for something in December, Pisces. It takes so long that by the end of it, we've almost lost faith. Like, I almost gave up a couple times. Like, you know what? And I got mad too. Cussed a little bit, got a little aggressive with my tarot cards, just got real nasty. Felt that Pisces Mars energy. I don't have Mars in Pisces. Personally, I have it in Leo. But I can feel that aggression, that irritation, that upsetness, like just sick of waiting, losing energy. By the end of December, we're just done putting effort into certain things, Pisces, because we're literally starting to get upset. Like, I think a lot of Pisces are just dealing with change and shock, unpredictability, just breakdowns and lots of stuff. Also, the Hermit card kept coming up. So we're either dealing with a Virgo, have Virgo energy, or we are Virgo this month, being very critical and maybe even isolated. But anyway, Pisces, here's our fucking tarot card that I waited so long to find, alright? Any of that could have been a metaphor. Like I said, some of us are waiting, some of us are upset. Other people are feeling this way about us, Pisces, but also, there's something about letting the universe do something this month, because there was a point just a minute ago before I started recording, during the shuffling off camera, I almost tried to do something that Destiny was supposed to do. Like, I wait on Destiny to show the tarot cards. I literally shuffle and let the cards choose when the ruling tarot card shows up. But I kept opening the deck. Opened up to the Chariot. Could be dealing with a Cancer. This might be the Cancer full moon next month, or someone might have a moon in Cancer here. But I kept opening up. There's Aries too. Kept doing, and then Libra. Wow, that's an opposition. But I kept opening the cards, trying to find the moon card myself, to put us up here, like, because I just wanted. It's like maybe we're impatient, Pisces. You know what I'm trying to say? There's that vibe that I'm sitting through before I even start your reading. So definitely some Tower moments, maybe that we're going through on our own. But Pisces, I'm going to say this before I start shuffling for you. Don't try to do the job of Destiny this month. Don't try to do something yourself. Let Destiny handle it. Okay, that was a clear message that came to me during your shuffling. But let's go ahead and get going, Pisces. We're playing with a full deck of cards this month, heading into the new year. Now, behind us, Pisces, is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, some of us are definitely having some anxiety. There was definitely some sleepless nights going on in December. I realize it's the end of December as I record this, but I'm still getting these messages out here for those of you who are interested. Time is fluid, you know what I mean? Who's ever meant to see this, they'll see it. Pisces, there's been a lot of dark anxiety with the moon and the Nine of Swords. Like, some of us are having sleepless nights. Some of us are afraid. Pay attention to your dreams, especially the dreams that are a little bit anxious and like basically nightmares, Pisces. Pay attention to the emotions of your subconscious that are portraying themselves as dreams this month, because I do see a lot of fears, darkness surrounding anxiety, sleepless nights. I know Sagittarius season was an absolute nightmare for me as a Capricorn rising. It's my 12th house. I kid you not, you guys, I was not able to sleep until about 10 a.m. You know, this was before the 12/12 portal, before the winter solstice, before the sun entered Capricorn, before the fucking godforsaken holidays. Like, I'm telling you, Pisces, this is this vibe in your reading that is just gutter. Like, I'm definitely feeling like a shark. You know, sharks are fish too, and I'm not feeling like a calm little guppy. I feel like retaliating. Like, I feel like taking my anger out on something. So that someone out there is feeling this. It's probably because of this anxiety. But what I was going to say is I finally, over the past 4 days or so, I was able to, like, just before Christmas, I was able to finally get myself on a schedule that I hope continues as we end January. But God, I was staying up to like 9, 10, could not sleep. You know, could not sleep. That's this energy right here. And sleeping in until at least 4 or 5 p.m. because my schedule was just all off. That might be the way that our anxieties are manifesting this month, Pisces. A lot of worry here, negative thoughts, psychic attack, just sleepless nights, you know what I mean? And Page of Wands. So this is because of something we want to express. It might have to do with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There's definitely, maybe somebody expressed something to us and it gave us anxiety, but I feel like there's a secret, something we're hiding, Pisces. There's some kind of secret. Could be dealing with a Cancer as well, or maybe this is linked to the new moon, the eclipses. There are eclipses going on in December and one in January as well. So yeah, I don't know, some fear, some anxiety here, something we're hiding. Some of us may be hiding our anxiety. Some of us are afraid. This is our shadow side. So pay attention to your moon. If you're watching this. So yeah, let's just get going, Pisces, and see what the fuck is going on now that our reading has taken so long. You know what I mean? And just a heads up, these readings are going to be quite long. Okay, so Pisces, December 2019. How are we ending the decade? Pisces, December 2019. What are the messages? First card out is the Two of Wands. So change of direction is basically what December is all about. Keep in mind there's something with anxiety this month. Our worries, our thoughts, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what we're saying, our inner dialogue, that's also important. But we have the Two of Wands as the first card out. So this is about a change in direction. You know, obviously there was something we were passionate about at one point in time, but you know, with old passion comes new passion. Basically, there's multiple sparks here, two to be specific. But this is about where we've been and where we're going. A choice between comfort and growth in December. We may experience multitudes of both, Pisces, but either way, we're holding the world in our hand, and we've definitely got some decisions to make because now we have the Two of Swords. So there's a crossroads here to consider mentally and passionately. Things that we want to express, travel maybe, but we're looking out to the future. We don't even give a fuck about December. We're just ready to, like, for the new decade. We're ready for the new year, I feel. We're not even making certain decisions until then, I feel, because the Two of Swords is like not making a decision. It's indecision, a stalemate. We're kind of just standing here. Maybe we have two different decisions to make, but when it comes to this decision, Pisces, you want to make sure you're considering the fact that this is going to change your future. You don't have to let your past, especially at the end of a decade, you know, where you're coming from is not always a reflection of where you're going. Actually, most of the time it's not. So, you know, there's just some kind of decision that we're not making. We're indecisive. Behind the Two of Swords is the King of Swords. So it might be about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius man, but we're going to need to make this intellectually. This is an intellectual decision, an educated guess, if you will. And we need to make this in our mind, not about how we feel, Pisces. How we feel is all those waters back there. All those unstable waters back there. So we're blinding ourselves to something, Pisces. Let's see what this Two of Wands is about. Wow. So out comes the Moon card, the card that I fucking waited so long to show up, and it comes out so effortlessly like that. We have the Moon in reverse with the King of Pentacles. So this is you, Pisces. It could be a Cancer. So this is about, you know, the Moon in reverse to me is like a secret coming out, or light. The Moon is darkness, it's illusion. So what is the opposite of an illusion? Clarity. This is what you need as far as this thing. Now, there may be another Pisces involved here. But since this is your reading, you know, someone may have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn moon. There is an earth sign man chilling out over here. We'll see what they're about here in a minute. They may be linked to this anxiety. And I do see the Two of Swords here. So some of that anxiety at the beginning of the month, or throughout December, I should say, is definitely linked to a decision we're not making. And true to Pisces nature, our duality, those opposite fish swimming in different directions, literally pulling us. Well, I meant to show you the Two of Swords, but ooh, Ace of Cups, new love. Literally pulling us in two different directions, those two fish. Yeah, that might be what's giving us anxiety. We're up at night thinking about how we know there's this crossroads, but Pisces, at this crossroads, as far as the Two of Wands, one of those crossroads are going to be lit up a little bit more. This is about coming out of darkness, you know, conquering our fears, knowing what's being eluded here. I might get another one for the moon in reverse, because that seems like a very powerful energy. Coming out of the dark, coming out of fear, seeing things clearly, no longer veiling things. Like, this is a path that we know to be true almost. Like, we can see it. It's almost like what I'm being shown is someone who's in the middle of the woods, and all of a sudden it's like that Alice in Wonderland. I remember there's a part in Alice in Wonderland where she's crying, and she's lost, and she like sings this whole sad song about, you know, I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. That explains the trouble that I'm always in. I love Alice in Wonderland. So this is literally like coming out of a rabbit hole kind of energy. Like, now that this moon energy, like, I don't know if this is an upset Pisces here, or someone who's not emotionally balanced, or if this is manipulation. It's the moon in reverse. I'm gonna have to do my own research, but you know, you want to follow your intuition here, Pisces, because the moon in reverse can sometimes be the opposite of intuition, which is maybe what we're being guided to follow here, following what we know to be true. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? Okay, we're going to move on here, but I am seeing a path being illuminated for you, and this might have to do, you know, emotionally, we may be all over the place, but this might have to do with the full moon in Cancer next month. The eclipse is going on. This might have to do with the Capricorn new moon, the December 26th, it was when we had the new moon. So for sure this might have to do with the moon, or just starting to become very clear about what path, you know, like you really don't want to make this decision in the dark, do you, Pisces? Because this is your whole future you're talking about here. This has to do with money, finances, an earth sign maybe. Clarify this King of Pentacles for me, please, for Pisces, December 2019. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming out quite firmly. So this is either something, a gift from an earth sign. We've got a lot of earth here, okay? A new beginning with an earth sign offering you something. If it's not an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, then this is a very grounded, tangible new beginning. Something you can touch, feel, see, smell. It's financial, lump sum of money, new jobs. You know, Pisces, what this is something you need. We'll just say it like that. It may be linked to a male who has money if it's not a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you know, the thing is bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. So this is not going to come without conflict. There's definitely been arguments up until this point. You know, someone doesn't want to fight anymore about finances, and the universe is like, bet, you know what I mean? Like, here is what you need, Pisces, to further stabilize yourself. You know, this is your own stability. This is something coming to you. But let's see, what's the Ace of Pentacles for Pisces? It's a new tangible beginning, maybe in Capricorn season. This is something, I'm not even about to fuck with these cards today. You want to come out like that, cards? I don't mean to be so rude. Like, this is spiritual aggression here that I'm feeling. So passive aggression, Pisces. I don't know who you're upset about, but be careful who you take that out on, because these lovely cards didn't do anything to me, right? But I'm kind of irritated, I'm not gonna lie. But I usually would put these cards back, but you know what? It took so long to shuffle. I'm just gonna follow my intuition, literally. We have two cards explaining that now. And obviously, maybe this was meant to be. We have the High Priestess. I was trying to figure out more about this Ace of Pentacles, but, you know, maybe this is something that you're not aware of, Pisces. We have the Moon in reverse. So although something in your life is becoming more clear, we still have the High Priestess, secretive energy, you know, but still, yeah, this is about clarity. There is something you're going to start being truthful about, Pisces, and communicate about. You guys are not, like, our ruling card is the only card in reverse so far. This is a Pisces, whether it's us or someone else with Pisces energy. Somebody here, again, has an earth sign moon, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn moon. There might be secrets coming out involving money or an earth sign. Maybe you're done hiding. I'm hearing that so clearly right now. I'm done hiding. I'm done hiding. I'm done hiding. Like, see me clearly or not at all. You know what I mean? This is someone who's definitely speaking out about a secret. This is about gaining clarity over a secret. This is about gaining clarity over a secret. Because I think we're going to realize in December, Pisces, the things that we hide, whether that be blatant lies verbatim, or whether that just be, keeping our feelings to ourselves, it causes us anxiety. So we're stepping into this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This may be a secret conversation taking place, but we're getting very clear. This was a message for Aquarius. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, please know that this is my female Aquarius, the Queen of Swords, and this was the card right behind Aquarius in their reading. So I do see Aquarius here. Somebody may have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius moon. I do see Aquarius moon here, quite frankly, and that might be why someone is not emotional. I do see somebody here with an air sign energy. I feel it is Aquarius moon, but it could be someone here is emotionally detached, and that could be us, Pisces, but you'll know who I'm talking about, because there is someone here who's dealing with basically an air sign who is, and maybe this is us. This I feel this is Pisces cutting out. When Pisces is very seldom sick of the illusion. When we're sick of fantasizing, we usually get that way when our ruling planet comes. Like Neptune went direct not too long ago. I think sometime in November, Neptune went direct, like December 27th, maybe a month or so before the new moon in Capricorn. Basically, when Pisces gets tired of the fantasy and the illusion, in order to cut that out and to make things make more sense, sometimes we mistake that for our emotion. So be careful not to cut out your soul, your emotion, We're trying to become more logical and grounded, Pisces, because of this Capricorn energy. This is Capricorn to me. This is the Capricorn new moon. But the bottom of the deck is the Empress. So some of us are mothers, some of us are pregnant, or others of us are just trying to give birth to something, create something. This is abundant. This is Venus energy. And we do have the Ace of Wands right below the Ace of Pentacles. So new passionate sparks, passion, earth, something we need coming in, but also sexual encounters, what we give and take at a tangible level. We could be dealing with a Libra or an earth sign. This is Libra, Taurus, and we do have the Seven of Wands. So if you are a mother, I feel like there are certain battles. Maybe you're protecting yourself. You might have a decision to make. So let's just go over all this again. Show me anything you can for Pisces in regarding this Two of Wands for December 2019. So we have the Star. Pisces, this may involve an Aquarius, okay? We have the card for Aquarius coming out. This is maybe a decision that we have to make over the next month, because I do see the next 2 months here. You're looking out to the next month. 2 months, I keep hearing, or you're looking out. Maybe you're in the middle of a crossroads. Maybe you need more clarity before you make this decision. And the next 2 months would be Aquarius, Pisces energy. Yeah, you heard me, Pisces. Our birthdays are in a couple months. Crazy, right? But yeah, the Star card. So another example or another thing that they're telling me here is that this is the stars aligning, Pisces. The Star is about faith, hope. So you want to keep hope and faith. As I was shuffling our cards before the recording, I did start to lose hope. I did start to lose faith, but I'm just hoping that the aggression, the anger, the abuse that we feel in December, all that Mars and Pisces energy, or just emotional aggression, I hope it's not for nothing. I hope that this reading shows me that the difficulty of the moon waiting, like I waited for destiny. I stayed patient, and maybe things are going to start clearing up for us. So don't lose hope, Pisces, in December, specifically when it comes to a decision or a crossroads between what you know and what you have yet to see. Keep faith in the next couple of months, because I feel the stars are going to align, specifically in Aquarius season. So keep hopeful. There's a path of renewal opening up here for you, but it may involve you being vulnerable and lowering your guard, which is what's coming out here, the Nine of Wands. Somebody here has been through a lot. What Pisces hasn't? You may feel a little bit like protecting yourself right now in the name of the stars, in the name of emotional balance and maturity. You're trying to be mature here, but it's kind of hard to protect yourself emotionally and be mature at the same time, Pisces, right? Because that's an oxymoron for us. We do not like protecting ourselves emotionally like this, but we're having to do that in December as a surrender, as a sacrifice we're making in order to see more clearly. Because we've got the moon in reverse, but we've got the star, right? Those are two planetary or astrological things that are in the sky. Like I'm hearing, there without darkness there would be no star. So Pisces, I know you've been through a lot. I almost said, I know you've been through a lot, kid. I don't know if anyone calls you that. But yeah, the Nine of Wands signifies someone who's been through a lot of battles, someone who has continued to get back up and fight, get knocked down 7 times, stand up 8. In this case, you've got knocked down 8 times and you're standing up 9. No matter how many times you get knocked down, Pisces, you're always going to get back up because you are resilient. But what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, that whole thing, like without darkness, there would be no stars. So what that means is without all of this energy, all of the stuff, everything that's been poking at you, all the pain, all of the aggression, whatever, Pisces, just the strife, whatever, that had to happen so that we could see our destiny, because it's all bubbling down to this path in new direction that we are taking. And this is literally has to do with the stars. Like, this might be a path that has to do with fame or the limelight in some way. But as far as our soul, Pisces, like our emotional fulfillment, like we are definitely protected and on guard, defensive, boundaries for sure. And there may even be a specific Aquarius that we've been battling with, because I see this Nine of Wands. Like, some of us are really looking to the stars for guidance. Like, some of us are huge into astrology and tarot and, whatever, Pisces. We're just looking to the stars to guide us, because this is our North Star. Some of us may have North Node in Aquarius. But yeah, we're looking to our destiny, like, hey, stars, why am I always in these battles? Like, this is like a cosmic battle that someone is fighting here. Okay, so let's continue. We've got the King of Cups at the bottom. We could be dealing with a Gemini or a Sag, which is interesting because these are 2 opposite signs. This is an opposition here, okay? We just went through that opposition last month with the new moon in Sagittarius and the full moon in Gemini. Those were 2 signs that squared us, Pisces. Like I said, the last month has been kind of hard. There may be a decision here to make, specifically, Pisces, maybe about a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's see here. We're going to clarify next this earth energy here and the bottom row, but I'll be right back. Okay, Pisces, I'm back. I had to take a food interval. I didn't want my food to get cold. But I'm back, and I also lit some sage. Feeling a little bit better vibes. Some of us might need to just take a break and sage. But let's clarify this King of Pentacles and this Ace of Pentacles, like I was saying. Strong Capricorn energy here, Taurus, Virgo, just earth energy, which is our opposite element as water. So the ground, we still need the ground, Pisces, as water. Okay, we still need that earth energy, but this is something that we need as far as further practicality in December. So what's this King of Pentacles? Wow, okay, this was just at the bottom of the deck, and now it's coming out here. So we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer man. We have 2 different men here, Pisces. This could be the same person, but it's masculine energy, and these are two energies that seem to be mastering something. Like, it's one thing to master your emotion and love and compassion, right? Your intuition, but it's another thing to master your wallet, your finances, your future, your security, stability. So, if you're dealing with a water sign, how practical they are, whether they're a male or a female, is coming up. Okay, if you're dealing with an earth sign, how emotionally open and mature they are is coming up. So, bottom of the deck here is the 5 of Cups coming out to tell me more about that king. So I don't know if you guys are trying to be emotionally mature. You guys might be trying to be more like an earth sign. I definitely feel like somebody has a moon in an earth energy. Because there's somebody here, even for those of you who don't, again, there may be someone here with moon and an air sign, but there's something here about, being more logical and intellectual about emotions, kind of realizing the way that we feel, Pisces, isn't always intuitive. It isn't always being guided from a higher place of, intuition. So I feel, as far as this 5 of Cups, which talks about regret, disappointment, emotional conflict, like, we're trying to be grounded and stable and be a master of our reality and our emotion. We have to have them together at this point. There may be something in regards to a King of Cups or an earth sign that we regret. Some of us may be trying to balance emotion from the past while we stabilize, what we feel about all that happened with a certain individual. But let's move on here and see. We have the 7 of Pentacles coming out. I'm just going to put that right here because I feel like this is about what we've invested. There's something coming in, but here's that anxiety again. Okay, so this is the part of the reading where that anxiety matters even more. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles for Pisces. What is it that Pisces needs in December 2019? What is this Ace of Pentacles, this new tangible beginning that we're going to be able to see, touch, and feel in December? This is something that we need in order to stop waiting. Let's see here. Ace of Pentacles, please. What is this coming in? Oh, wow. That's interesting. Seven of Swords coming out. So this is about a strategy. I've been really thinking a lot about the Seven of Swords lately because it came out for me a lot over the past few months, and basically during the last few months I've had to like really get in touch with what this energy is, because it's a liar, it's a sneaker, it's a cheater, it's deception, it's someone who's trying to get away with something, but it's also somebody who's, you know, needs to sneak out of a situation. Like maybe this is something you need, Pisces. It's coming in order for you to kind of, I hear, make out like a bandit. Someone's making out like a bandit. I don't know, Pisces. Be very careful though that you're not deceiving yourself, because this could be self-deception. You know, we have two sevens here. It makes sense why the Seven of Pentacles came out, because now we have 7-7. Kind of lucky. I don't know if this is like a kind of lucky energy here, but we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, so it could involve a car, a vehicle. It could involve a Cancer or some kind of obstacle. Like for some of us, you know, the Chariot is all about obstacles in your way, but moving forward victoriously anyways. So betrayal, you know, deception, feeling lied to. This is the obstacles that we're moving on from. We're no longer waiting. This is like a false waiting for something that is either a lie or involves deception, cheating. I think maybe instead of standing here and waiting, Pisces, because this here, we need to talk about this card. I kind of judged this card a little bit. It's not my favorite tarot card, and I'm not sure why, but the Seven of Pentacles talks about investments that we, you know, when the Seven of Pentacles comes out, we know that we're coming from a place, oh, right here. We're coming from a place of financial balance and equal give and take. That's just, that was, you know, convenient that this card. So what I'm trying to say is the Six of Pentacles always comes before the Seven of Pentacles. After the Six of Pentacles, some kind of gift that's given to you, we reach the Seven of Pentacles, which is all that financial balance being planted. And it's like, is it growing? This could be a relationship. Like this is a situation that involves, well, I'm hearing somebody with brown hair for one. We have, it looks like this is the same person, okay? So I'm being told to read this as if these are the two same people here, or for very few of us, this is someone who's deciding to wait here for something that's obviously not going to grow. So if there's someone in our life, Pisces, who's just been waiting here at this job in this city, doing something of the energy of just kind of waiting for nothing, like that's never going to grow, Pisces may take their belongings or their energy, their time, their effort, and move on to a new beginning that's being offered. Okay, because someone here is just waiting. And again, 7-7 may be important there. But the Ace of Pentacles, be careful that something you need that is given to you, that you don't just give that away, Pisces, or that someone doesn't steal any money from you, all your effort and time and energy, something you worked for, something that you grew to up until this point. Make sure someone doesn't just make out like a bandit with that and get the reward for that or something like that. But yeah, we have some of us are dealing with a Cancer. This could have to do with an ending with a Cancer. Okay, some kind of ending with a car, maybe even. Some of us are moving on from a Libra or a marriage and moving forward. Let's see what the Seven of Swords is about, Pisces. What is the Seven of Swords for Pisces? This lie, this deception. What is this? Tell me all that you can. Oh, okay, well, it's linked to the Tower in some way. Okay, this almost came out. And look what came out again. The Chariot, the Nine of Swords, and the Tower. For those of you who are dealing with Cancer, or maybe you have your own Cancer energy, they seem to be linked to the sleepless nights that took place. Someone has Mars in Cancer here. It doesn't get much more passive aggressive than that. So yeah, I see Mars in Cancer here. Mars energy coming up for sure. It's changes and shakeups. Like Pisces, if you're dealing with a Cancer, there may be sleepless nights that either they're having nightmares, anxiety. We have the World card here, so this is about a completion. This is Saturn energy. We got Mars and Saturn here. Somebody here is very worried about a Tower moment. They're up late at night just waiting or anxious, they have nightmares about something falling apart and coming to an end. So that's very interesting. That might have something to do with the Seven of Swords, but let's see what comes all the way out. Seven of Swords. It could also have something to do with missing an opportunity with a Leo, with a child, or quite frankly, missing an opportunity that you know would make you happy, Pisces. This is ultimately what the battles are over, what you're needing to stand up and take action for. Alright, show me blatantly the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Wands coming out. So this could involve, now we have 3 men huddled up over here. Okay, we have, this is blue, green, and red. I'm pretty sure that's the Powerpuff Girls, right? That happened in a different reading that I watched. There was like a red, a blue, and a green, and it really did look like the power. This is the Rowdy Rough Boys. the boy version of the power. For those of you who are 90s, you might know what I'm talking about. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. I don't know the names of the boys, but this is like 3 different men. We have a Leo, a Scorpio, a Taurus. We have a Capricorn, an Aries, a Cancer. And we have a Sagittarius, a Pisces, and a Virgo potentially. Okay, but we have 3 men here. We don't have any Gemini, Libra, Aquarius yet. Male Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses. We have the female Aquarius here, but I just think this is interesting that 3 men are showing up. So I don't know if there's anything here like the 3 wise men. I don't know. 3 wise men followed a star. I don't know. It is Christmas this month. Hopefully you guys had a good holiday. I don't know. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, so could definitely have something to do with change. But we have 3 kings. I don't know if there's 3 different people, and it doesn't have to be men, because some of us are lesbians watching, some of us are males watching who are interested in women. But there are 3 men here that are important, and I don't know which one of this was actually came out for the Seven of Swords, I want to say, but man, we've got some kind of action that you want to take. I feel like there's a fire sign and a water sign here specifically, and then the fire sign is very aware of the water sign. This could be us. I'm sorry, this could be us, Pisces. But the water sign seems to be looking somewhere else. And then this earth sign's eyes are completely shut to the whole situation. Maybe because they're working hard or something. But Pisces, you're looking back at the earth sign while this fire sign is looking at you. That might explain this energy here. Either way, this is all about to change. And needless to say, there could definitely be a third party. Or these could be specific friends, but I see an earth sign, a water sign, and a fire sign. So if you have fire, oh wow. If you have fire, earth, and water in your chart, now look at this. Queen of Wands comes back out to clarify more of this King of Wands. This is interesting. We have a couple here now. Now these could be 2 people who were, I'm just going to say this ignorantly. These could have been side pieces, okay? And because this is the other woman. Okay, this King of Wands could damn sure be someone who's an outside influence of a relationship, because we had these 2 other kings first. So I feel like these 2 people, this could definitely be a relationship in pertaining to you, Pisces. Whenever the King and the Queen of Wands comes out, it's to let the tarot reader know that there's a passionate connection. There's a relationship here that's very passionate. So you guys are definitely intimate. It's kind of hard for the King and the Queen of Wands not to have sex. You know, that's the way they express themselves passionately. So this is a very passionate, I'm going to clarify what this means, but I'm telling you what, this might have something to do, like the 2 of you may be linking up, and maybe you guys both have partners. This may be 2 people who have similar visions for themselves, because this is a very significant relationship. It's different than the King and the Queen of Cups, who obviously would have an emotional bond. It's different than the King and the Queen of Swords, who would obviously have an intellectual connection. These 2 people are taking similar action. They're both confident. They both have ego. They both, you know, express themselves, and they're both sexy. They're both very, very attractive. Yeah, I'm liking it. But we have the Wheel of Fortune here, so this is what's changing. Like, this might be what you want, Pisces, a relationship on fire, something that's passionate. Let's see. Tell me more about this King and this Queen of Wands, because first the King of Wands came out. What's this card? That was the Chariot. Cancer energy again. But yeah, the King and the Queen of Wands. Like, first the King came out, then the Queen of Wands came out, and the Wheel of Fortune was at the bottom of the deck for both of them. So let's see. Clarify this King and this Queen of Wands relationship. Yeah, Pisces, this is something worth fighting for, because it's a manifestation basically of a cycle coming to an end for you. right? We have so I don't know if anybody has a sun Saturn, and this is definitely for me because I was born with the sun in Pisces and the Saturn in Pisces. So the sun and Saturn, the sun and Saturn are going to meet up in January whenever the sun reaches around 22 degrees Capricorn, I want to say. So the sun and Saturn, if you guys are into astrology, there may be something very significant that takes place on that day. I don't know when it is. It might involve love, it might involve an ending. But Pisces, the cards coming out to tell me more about this King and this Queen of Wands, like this is someone you have a vision with, someone who you've had a passionate connection with. But maybe there was chapters you both had to end. You know what I mean? Strong Leo energy here. There's a female and a male Leo on the table here. There's a Leo here. There's a triple Leo. Someone with their sun in Leo, the rising in Leo, and their moon. But, this is cycles of clarity. Basically you had to go through a full cycle of something in order to gain light. So this might be a solar return someone's going through. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius or a Sagittarius, I guess, because the sun has made a complete, maybe you have to wait for your birthday. The solar return, this to me is a message about it is about Saturn and the sun, but to me this is about the sun revolving around the world or whatever, and that's a full cycle of the sun. So this might even be the winter solstice, but yeah, this is about fighting, standing up for yourself, protection, perseverance. But it has something to do with you, Pisces. I believe the Knight of Swords is behind you. Yeah. Gemini, Pisces energy here. An air sign and a water sign going different directions. But this is about a love offer. What's the Seven of Wands for Pisces? What are they standing up against? What are they standing up for? What are they protecting? We have the Five of Swords, so this is about a specific argument. You don't want to fight anymore, but you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between standing up for yourself. There's a difference between defending yourself and fighting, Pisces. You can defend yourself in December, moving into January with light. The light is on your side. Karma is on your side. This is karmic light, karmic awareness. This might be a child. There might be a child involved. Okay, it's interesting. I'm being shown the fact that there are two naked individuals. So this might even have to do with something from your childhood, Pisces, like karma from your childhood, cycles from your childhood, just kind of clearing up. Okay, but confidence is important here with both of these kings and this king and this queen. Okay, ending cycles confidently and going after what makes you happiest. And this might involve, not speaking to a certain person who has always conflicted that in a certain way, who has always made it about being right or wrong. Like, let's see here, but bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. So this is obviously something that has disappointed you, this style of communication, this conflict. Okay, let's see what this argument is about, because yeah, maybe it's a text that you get that makes you really sad, Pisces, in December. Maybe you have to maybe you send a text and it's regretful, because there's definitely an argument, a text argument here, and maybe there's because of this tension. I don't know if some of you guys text other people or whatever this is, because there's at least 5 text messages. I don't know if someone, 8, sorry. There's at least 5 to 8 text messages here. Someone here might call you or travel to you. But you've got some disappointment. I don't know if this is something somebody says to you. It might cause an argument. There may be a physical fight, but it looks as if this may separate somebody from their twin flame or from there's something going on here with a decision to make, especially if you're married, because this to me is a separation from a home environment. There's a choice to make here about separating from a home environment or a marriage, and this is all because somebody is spying or keeping an eye on something, but there's a decision. Okay, and this is definitely a divorce. Someone here is trying to decide that, but again, 5 to 8 text messages that all of their regret. I don't know if you guys, okay, I do see that some of you guys are rereading text messages or emails, or, maybe you're just looking back at some of the communication, which would be easier to do if you're rereading texts. I do see that some of you guys, there was an argument through a text, and later on in the future or a couple days later or whatever, you're kind of disappointed and regretful, and you're rereading those messages, and it's either you or someone else, but someone regrets that conversation. This is all about an argument. Let's clarify here. What's the Five of Swords for Pisces? What is this argument? What is this conflict mentally? This is about a home environment that just reversed itself. Okay, so I don't know if someone leaves a home environment or a career because of this, but it's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this was like never gonna be long term anyway. This was never on solid ground. It's maybe someone is arguing about the future or about financial fulfillment. Maybe it's a career. Maybe this is at work. But you guys need some time to heal and shit. My throat, dude. You guys need some time to heal, to make these decisions, because you guys have a lot of options here. This is true options. Two of Swords with the, this card always talks about, oh, options, like being confused and fantasizing, but like, whoa, this is Pisces energy. If there were two cards that I had to choose to represent Pisces, like, this is what every tarot reader needs to know about Pisces. Like, not only is there two different sides to a Pisces, but each side has at least 7 cups of emotion to think about, and so this is what you're healing. I think you guys are just kind of taking a break. You're meditating about a decision. Like, what should I choose, universe? Please help me, send me a sign. Like, this is like, send me a sign kind of energy. And again, this definitely may be involving a choice between two different, like, what the hell? Two different twin flames or two different twin flame. Like, these are two different cards that speak to twin flame energy, but also just marriage. I do see something here about marriage and maybe even Libra. Some of you guys really are leaving a marriage that you have felt trapped in, or someone may go to jail. Let's see, why is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for Pisces? Why is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? So some of you guys are not feeling very stable. So it's like Capricorn season is going to teach Pisces how not to fight for things that aren't fighting for you. Capricorn is all about, commitment, stability, financial fulfillment. Like, this is not even fulfilling as far as financially unstable. Obviously you're not getting enough back to the point where you would stay committed for the next 10 years. Like, maybe you can't see a future with this person or at this job or whatever. Like, this is not a very stable situation. So someone's arguing and someone doesn't want to fight anymore because you've come to the realization that this is not like a futuristic thing anyways. So someone's basically stuck in the past here. Okay. Could involve a Leo, or this could be holding you back, quite frankly, Pisces. Like, it's holding you back from becoming truly enlightened. It's holding you back from making the necessary sacrifices in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's just keeping you still, but it's a tower moment. I just saw the tower. This is basically about missing an opportunity of actual emotionally fulfillment, and maybe it's about a job elsewhere. This is definitely a home environment that would work out a lot more happy for you. Maybe there would be children in it. Maybe you have children, but this is definitely a happy home environment where there's like everyone's working together. You know what I'm saying? But you've missed this opportunity before. This has been offered to you, this happy home. A home and a job has been offered to you. But it's like, because of this tower that you're already going through, and because of the tower that accepting this cup would cause, you are, sticking around here with this Virgo energy. Some of you may have a Virgo child, because I do see a Virgo child here, or a Virgo soulmate. Okay, there's a message coming in regards to that. Let's see, why is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for Pisces? There's just some commitments that you're backing out of this month, Pisces, especially when you find out that they're not long-term. They were never going anywhere. This could be jobs. Yeah, you're focused on, you're saying no to the Ten of Pentacles and yes to the Nine. So that, what does that mean? That means that instead of building a foundation with someone else, you could be building your own foundation, Pisces. You could just be trying to be single and independent, self-sufficient. Especially if you felt like you were trapped in this home environment career, because this is the gilded cage situation. So if you're going to be trapped in a situation, you would rather be trapped with your own success, your own stability. There's something here about taking a step back from the Ten of Pentacles and into the Nine, because the 10 is reversed and the 9 is upright. So this argument was a setback financially. You felt like you lost a pentacle. That might be why this Ace of Pentacles is up here. That pentacle that you stepped. So basically the money you lost by changing a job, or when you weren't working because of this conflict, like, that's coming to you in a different form, in a different way. Like, this is good either way. The Nine of Pentacles upright. not too far off from the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But this is ultimately the truth that needs to be told, the truth that needs to be embraced. So let's move on here. What's the High Priestess for Pisces? Can you tell me anything about what Pisces does not know in December? All right, Pisces, we have the Ten of Swords with the High Priestess. So I don't know if this is what you don't know or if you're what you're intuitively waiting on. But the Ten of Swords is, you know, some of you really have felt this intuitively, that there's some kind of ending, maybe with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, it's a situation that has involved conflict and tension for quite some time. This is what you're not seeing, but this is the light at the end of the tunnel. There is a balance of light and dark here when it comes to these endings. Let's see here. What's the Ten of Swords? You're gaining clarity. You're going to get up off the ground, Pisces, and use one of those swords that caused you pain for clarity. Okay, you're going to handle this like an air sign. You're not going to try to assess emotion here. You're going to, you know, think about it. Be mature about this when it comes to your mind and your thoughts. You know, you're going to gain clarity out of this. So what's the Ten of Swords for Pisces? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That came out kind of strange. But yeah, this is just to say that this is all changing. Maybe this happened around the time where Jupiter moved into Capricorn, early January, or early December, January 2nd, beginning of January, this could have happened, because this is Jupiter. This is your ruling planet, Pisces. Jupiter shifting this month was huge for you guys, because it's not going to be squaring you anymore in Sagittarius, okay? Again, with this Five of Wands that has been at the bottom of the deck for a while, this is a conflict that is changing for you, maybe with a fire sign. Hang on, Pisces. Okay, sorry about that, Pisces. Goodness, there is a lot of like cutaways in your reading, so it makes me wonder if December wasn't kind of hit or miss, like a lot of on and offness. So Ten of Cups at the bottom here, Wheel of Fortune. I was just talking about how Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter's shift into Capricorn over 2020, or yeah, 2020 is going to change our destiny, our fate, the way we're learning, our beliefs. Okay, so let's see here. What is this Wheel of Fortune? It was destined for this to end, Pisces. It was, you know, basically your destiny trying to reveal the truth to you and send you on a more truthful and intellectual path, one where you'll probably get more out of it, you'll get more in return. This is a gift of clarity from destiny, whatever that means, something that you needed to know. So what's the Wheel of Fortune for Pisces in December 2019? Wheel of Fortune for Pisces. What is the Wheel of Fortune for Pisces in December 2019? These cards are acting a little weird. Okay, we have the Death card and the Ace of Swords. And like I said, this is a gift of clarity from your destiny. This is the absolute truth. I've seen that before with the Queen of Swords, but now it's even further emphasized with the Ace of Swords. So this is a new beginning of clarity, victory, maybe with a Scorpio. Maybe it involves transformation. You know, Jupiter in Scorpio here, maybe a message. We have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, definitely new beginnings and endings right here on this strip. And this is the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you're waiting for this. Okay, this may take 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, but there's a transformation taking place here. There's clarity involving it. You know, conversations, communication, but yeah, this is going to be much more clear. We have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Judgment. So second opportunities with earth signs, specifically earth sign women. This may be a second opportunity, a phone call that it might be in regards to how you could further work on things or further stabilize things in a home environment. Okay, because we do have that home environment here coming up. Remember how I said that this is where everyone's cooperating, everyone's chipping in financially. Like, there is an energy here in regards to that. And it may involve a phone call or an awakening that you're going through as far as how your ultimate home, your ideal home would look. Okay, but we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So is this ultimately the change taking place here? Like, do you have a decision to make in regards to your stability, a plan, some kind of plan you had with an earth sign as far as a home? You know, but why would the Tower be here at the bottom of the deck? Mars energy, Aries energy. Some of you are going through separations with father figures or Aries in specific. So let's see, what's the Judgment card about here? Because this is a second opportunity. This is rebirth again, and we have that here. So this is the truth about something that changed and died, but now it's resurrecting, because we have death and resurrection here. Can you see that? Death here, resurrection here. Maybe this was a missed opportunity before with a job opportunity, because I do see a job opportunity here, or some kind of contract that you're signing a lease. Okay, 10 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So this could be us, Pisces, especially if you're a water sign. But this to me is the combination that comes out for emotional burdens. Like there's a lot of heavy emotion here that is impartaining to this second choice. Like you want to pay attention to what you feel when it comes to this Judgment call. We have two queens here, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So it could be a same sex relationship, especially if you're dating like a woman who's a hard worker. Could be you if you have water sign and earth sign energy, but I don't know. This looks like a second chance for two women, or maybe these are two women that you know, Pisces, but it's connected to a burden that you need to let go emotionally. Like you've been carrying around a lot emotionally, and you know, some of these burdens have to do with, you know, things not being stable, finances, you know, maybe even apologies, like apologizing for carrying everything or making someone else carry everything. So, let's see. Let's continue now. The show must go on. What else do we have here for Pisces for December? Out comes Taurus and Libra together. Two cards that embody the planet Venus, but also marriage. So this is a marriage specifically that I'm hearing about. Now, those of you who are married watching or in a commitment, you don't have to be married. You could just be living together, dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. Commitments regarding the law. There's a lawyer here. Some of you guys might be going to see a counselor or something like that. But this is about your beliefs, Pisces, with the Hierophant card. And again, the Five of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know if there's a conflict going on here with a child, or there's some kind of tension or arguing or competition. I don't know. Let's see. Why is the Hierophant and the Justice card? These are two major arcanas. So there's definitely needs to be more fairness and balance when it comes to commitments that you're making, especially if these people in your life would like you to stick around for the next cycle of 10 years. Like this is a balanced commitment, only committing to things that are just, you know what I mean, that are fair. You may have to go to court with this energy, because I do see two people, and there's like someone who's official here. These are two official people. The Justice card and the Hierophant. This is a priest and a lawyer, whatever that means. So a priest and a lawyer walk into a bar. See, Hierophant and Justice. This is a priest and a lawyer. It is. Or a judge. Now we have the Tower almost come back out. So this might be when things kind of start to shake up, when you're dealing with tradition. Because this is like a traditional ruling in a court. Like traditionally, this is what the court would do. But for some reason, there's going a different direction with it. That's just for some of you guys dealing with court. But we have the Knight of Swords and the Fool. So there is something you want to rush into, Pisces. And I want to know what that is. Because over here, yeah, there's something balancing out as far as commitment, beliefs, tradition, you know, the holidays. But we have the Three of Swords at the bottom. So if you're getting out of heartbreak or getting out of like betrayal, third parties, maybe you're wanting to rush into something else. Maybe this person is married already. Yeah, you're waiting for someone to move on. Yeah, that's why there's a choice that someone has to make here. Lovers here. Okay, you could be dealing with a Gemini, but this is about moving on. This is going to be very heartbreaking for you to move on, Pisces. But I do see that's what's happening here. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer who is at a distance, okay? Especially if they have to drive to see you quite a distance here. But look at this. Like, you may shock somebody with the decisions you make emotionally this month, Pisces, because for once you're not caring about what's in your way, right? Like this is a very shocking reconciliation for you that has manifested. We've got Mars and Mercury here. But again, like, yeah, there's someone here who drives at a distance. But back to what I was saying, I do feel like some of you guys, there's someone who's waiting for you to get out of a relationship, or you're waiting for someone else. I mean, this is someone there's a separation here. I mean, check this out. I don't know if someone's leaving a Gemini, and therefore, you know, getting to calmer waters mentally, but their heart is going to be broken. I don't know if there was a third party here, because there is a heartbreaking choice that someone's moving on to make. And we do have Gemini here. There's a Gemini in here linked to a risk and a new beginning. So let's see. Why is the Knight of Swords and the Fool card here? Again, I feel like it would be foolish to say something, especially those of you guys dealing with court, because, you know what I'm saying, this is like, I'm hearing speak now or forever hold your peace. There may be someone here who wants a new beginning with you, although you're engaged or married to someone else. This is also, what is that I'm hearing? Well, you know, what I'm hearing now is if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Because this is someone who blurts something out in court, and it's very risky. This is someone this right here is someone who not only rushes into a new beginning, but the way they say things is like very strange. Okay, this is Uranus. Somebody may have Uranus in their 3rd house or something like that, or, you know, I don't know, but it's like very risky to say this in court or to your partner. What is this? What is this Knight of Swords and the Fool? I feel like it's very risky for you to say something, Pisces, because it might start an argument. You know, you're being very careful with your words, because I feel like at any moment the scales could tip. But look what just came out, Pisces. We have the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So there is some kind of desire that you're rushing into. That you're rushing into this new beginning because of your beliefs, because of the karmic scales, but because ultimately this is your wish fulfilled. Like some of you guys, there's a marriage. Like I'm definitely seeing marriage now, because we have the Justice, the Hierophant, and the 4 of Wands. Like, is there any other marriage cards in the deck? I don't think so. So I don't know if this is a wedding you guys are attending, or if this is a home environment or some kind of celebration. Like I feel this is New Year's energy. It's definitely in the future. This is something you've been waiting on, waiting for your ships to come in. You've been waiting for this wish. You put in a lot of effort, you know, but there's still these 7 of Cups. There's still options, but one of these cups, Pisces, is filled with something you've been really wanting, okay? And for some of you, that may have something to do with the past. All right, so let's see. What else do we have for Pisces? Yeah. There is information coming into you, a message that you either send, like you're just at a crossroads here. Okay, this might involve travel on an airplane, but there's definitely a decision that you guys need to make. Now, for some of you guys, this involves blocked communication. Some of you guys may have somebody blocked. Yeah, and it's probably a soulmate or someone you have children with, or someone who's very familiar with you. I don't know what this is, Pisces. Maybe there's a decision you have to make in regards to your children or childhood, but this is blocked communication. A decision that you have to make, because this is communication that comes in quickly. And look at that, we have the Tower. You could be dealing with a Virgo, a Sagittarius, a Gemini, but we have the Tower. This is shocking. You don't expect this. This is some kind of message that comes into you, and ultimately it's like the moment you open this text message, it's a crossroads that you've been put at because of this information. Okay, what is the Tower for Pisces? This has come out so much for you guys in December, so I know there's ultimate change. There's ultimate change. I know it. What is the Tower? You want to pay attention to your Mars sign? No, yeah, okay. This is something very shocking that is being offered to you, Pisces. It's a new beginning, and it's gonna demand and command that you charge all the way in. And this might involve you leaving a wish behind that has confused you. Some of you guys are really emotionally overwhelmed about what would ultimately fulfill you in a marriage, in a home environment, in a commitment, right? So you're just kind of blurting this out. The universe is like word vomit. Like it's just blurting it out to you. It's just sending it your way. But there is conflict financially and physically. You're seeing this. You're watching this. There's a Knight of Swords present here, which might be a Sagittarius. What does Pisces see? Like you're watching this. We have the Hermit. There might be a Virgo that's keeping an eye on you, Pisces, with the 5 of Pentacles. I don't know if this involves feeling homeless. Okay, I don't know if somebody gets in a fight here. And then we had the Chariot almost come out. So let's see what else comes out for you, Pisces. Your reading is going to be kind of long. We have the King of Swords coming out in the reverse. So, why is the King of Swords in reverse for Pisces in December? We have the Chariot. So, Cancer energy. There's no communication with a Cancer for some of you guys. And we have the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. We have Virgo, Gemini, and Cancer. There may be a choice between a Cancer and a Virgo here for some of you guys. Twin flame energy. And this is divine, okay? Yeah, this is new love coming in. Maybe an apology for some of you guys, but it's very poetic. It's very loving. We have the Hanged Man and the Emperor. So there is things about it. This is Aries in Neptune retrograde energy. So you're starting to see control in a different way, Pisces. You're starting to be able to hang there, hang still. This is like Jesus energy here, because we have Father here and then Jesus, so God and Jesus. There's a sacrifice here that you're gonna have to make when it comes to this lover's choice. Okay, we have Virgo, Gemini, you know, and you do feel kind of stagnant and stuck here, Pisces, but you're becoming enlightened to true power and control. What it means to truly have power and control over something. It definitely doesn't require you to continue to hang on to whatever this Four of Pentacles is. Okay, you could be hanging on to a certain connection. It might be at a distance. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate. Why is the Page of Wands here? Page of Wands for Pisces. Page of Wands. This is something that is expressed to you, or something that you express in a passionate way. It could be a younger fire sign, or a child, or both. Let's see. Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? Younger Aries. I see a father and a child here, and certain sacrifices you're going to have to make, Pisces. Okay, the Hanged Man and the Four of Pentacles. You may have to sacrifice some kind of comfort, some kind of foundation. Maybe this is about saving money, but we have the Eight of Cups here. So, you know, the energy of walking away emotionally is definitely here as well. Yeah, sacrificing comfort, a huge thing. You may even have to spend, like, I don't know if it's $400 or $40 or some kind of interval like that. It might even be $4,000 for some of you. Okay, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling, and then we have the Devil. So Capricorn season seems to be about juggling for you. Okay, we have the Devil and the Lovers showing up here. So connection versus attachment, Pisces. What are you more comfortable with? And how is it that you're juggling comfort and attachment both in Capricorn season? Because we have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and then the Devil. So what are you attached to emotionally, and what are you attached to physically? And how is it that you can kind of separate from those things in order to manifest a truer nature for yourself, a truer reality? Because Capricorn season is really going to bring to your attention how you're juggling way more than what you should be. And this is definitely someone who's juggling more than one person. I feel like this is a message about someone who's hanging on to something. It's a toxic person, place, or environment. This is the difference between being bound to someone and truly connected. Because we do have maybe a Capricorn coming back from the past for some of you. Someone who walked away and who now wants to come back. Let's see. Why is the Devil and the Two of Cups here? Show me more for Pisces. We have the Three of Swords. Yeah, this involved a breakup that you're trying to heal from. Separation that you're healing from. You know, someone might have kicked an addiction here, or an obsession, or a codependent situation. Because I do see that somebody was intertwined financially here. What is the Three of Swords for Pisces? You know, head over heart decisions here, Pisces. And maybe a heart-to-heart conversation with someone who, you know, definitely has their shadow side. We'll put it that way. Okay, because this is a toxic relationship for some of you guys. It's not a connection, it's an attachment. So let's see. It seems that you're going through separation from toxic people this month. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Okay, we have two coming out. We have the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups. So some of you guys, this is my Heartbreak Hotel combination. Believe it or not, these two cards come out often. Some of you guys have your regrets, have your depression, disappointment here, because you stayed trapped in this place of heartbreak and loss for a while, just juggling, you know, juggling these two different emotions, these two different people, places, or things. But it's okay, because you're getting an opportunity to heal. You need to get your rest, Pisces. This is a lot of cards, but I'm going to take them. We have the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving on slowly, Pisces, and this is all about the seeds that await you in your future. You know, you're able to see, you know, someone might apologize here and want to return, because we do have the Ace of Cups, new love. So this is about your brighter future, Pisces, and no longer holding yourself back. You know, there could be a specific Leo here. Let's see, why is the Knight of Cups here? Now all these cards just came out. We have the Four of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Magician. So there's definitely some admirers here that would, like, they're manifesting you. You're just trying to get your rest, Pisces, and kind of meditate, okay? But there's definitely some admirers here, and there's accomplishments. But it's like you're going to have to move on to calmer waters before that can truly manifest. What other messages do we have for Pisces for December 2019? Other messages for Pisces. You're definitely healing from heartbreak. You're releasing yourself from a mental prison of negative thoughts by walking away emotionally. And it's like you're manifesting something victoriously. Or there may even be a certain communication where you're getting attention, Pisces, like communicators, at least 6 people who are communicating with you. But there's definitely some magic here, magical celebrations, which are basically rituals. So some of you guys are manifesting and celebrating. Let's see. The 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys took some time off work. It's been some time before you've actually physically worked and you're trying to manifest. Let's see. What is the 8 of Pentacles? Could be a Virgo's energy here. Time off work. 8 of Pentacles. Somebody here is putting in a lot of effort to communicate with you, Pisces. 8 of Pentacles, please. What is the 8 of Pentacles? We have the 9 of Swords. So you've got a lot of anxiety about these emotional messages, maybe even involving love. Some of you guys have money anxieties or work-related anxieties. Maybe some of you, yeah, this is interesting. Some of you guys lose sleep because of work, or someone in your life does, because the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords are opposite energies. This is someone who's getting, so basically those of you who are anxious this month and overworking yourself mentally, yeah, it's time for you guys to really, really quiet some of those anxieties and get your sleep, get your rest. That definitely relates to me because I was up very, very late. And then we have the 6 of Swords. This is about moving on to calmer waters, maybe to a place where you can sleep better, whatever that means. Okay, some of you guys have anxiety about a Knight of Wands, a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, or this is about just taking action. So if you're up late at night thinking about some of the things that you could do to further stabilize yourself, that makes a lot of sense, because now we have 2 Knights, Sag and Pisces energy, but this could be Scorpio and Cancer, or Aries and Leo. These are 2 different messengers though, Pisces. A love message, a passionate message. They're both taking action. These 2 people are both on a quest. They're headed in opposite directions though. That might be why they're no longer communicating. And then we have the Page of Cups. This could be the energy of a child, but someone here may be a double Pisces. Pisces moon, Pisces sun, or like they might have a Pisces rising. But someone here has double Pisces energy. But that's 2 messages about love. For some of you guys, I think that awaits you in your future. Someone who's a little bit less in and out, less anxiety ridden. Someone who actually like understands time, work, and the energy that needs to be put into a relationship, you know. So let's see what else comes out. We're almost done here with these cards. There's about, I'd say there's just a few cards. I mean, I do feel like someone might be coming back from the past for most of you, because I did just see the 6 of Cups, but that could also be nostalgia. That could be memories. That could be children. So you guys have to fit it how it resonates with you. But let's let the rest of these cards fall out. For December, Pisces 2019. What other messages do we have for Pisces? We have the 3 of Cups and the Page of Cups. That to me looks like the 4 of Cups. So keep in mind this may have something to do with a missed opportunity. But somebody here might invite you out for drinks. This might be a younger water sign friend that you got. You may be the younger water sign friend, Pisces, but missed opportunity, emotional availability. There might be a third party here. Yeah, because we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. So new love. Maybe it's about a friend, someone who you find love and friendship in. Because the Page of Cups is like you're offering one of your friends love or emotion. You may be reconciling with someone. Someone may have, you know, intentions to reconcile with you. I do see a Sag here. And then we have the 6 of Swords. So that's, yeah, speaking of Sagittarius, we have the Temperance. So some of you are definitely going to resonate with that. Some of you guys are, your patience, you're a mother, and your patience is run thin. Some of you guys, yeah, you're moving on to calmer waters. That is ultimately the action that you're taking. And I feel like some of you guys, this third party is a child, because the Page of Cups could be a child, and look at in this bow, there's a child. Okay, so what else do we have for Pisces? Because you guys are ultimately, by the end of December, because I feel the closer and closer we get to using all these cards is basically the closer and closer we're getting to the end of December. So basically we have like the last 3 days of December in my hand, last 3 or 4 days, okay? So what I'm seeing is that by the end of December, moving into January, there's some kind of calmer water, whatever that means. We're getting to it. That could just that sometimes means staying exactly where we are, Pisces, but really changing the way we're emotionally investing into things. You know what I mean? So it depends with water signs what calmer waters mean, because it just means that our feelings are changing. Okay, but you're moving on. This is the energy of someone leaving with a child, or you know what I'm saying? So what else for Pisces? December 2019. Yeah, we have the Temperance card in reverse. So some of us, again, we've lost patience for new love. Like we're no longer alchemizing for that. We're no longer trying to wait for that. You know, everything in moderation. So some of it, I don't know if this is a Sagittarius that is just reversed to us, like kind of ass backwards, you know what I'm saying? But we're losing our patience. We definitely need more balance here before we try to move on to, you know, anything that has to do with love and romance. I mean, Pisces, come on now, there's too much going on right now. You know, so might as well just love ourselves right now, because it'll just be, you know how it is when we get involved in certain things that we're not ready for. Okay, now we have the Six of Cups coming out. I don't know if you have a Sagittarius child, Pisces, or if this is just memories. Okay, there was something in the past that wasn't balanced, so you're moving on. Maybe something wasn't balanced and you have a child. Yeah, we end this reading with the Ace of Cups, like definitely people coming back from the past. But we have the Ace of Cups and the Empress. This is mother and child energy. This is the last card we have, Pisces. So this whole reading has to do with the divine feminine. This whole reading has to do with love, Venus energy. I do see new love. This is self-love. Okay. Soulmate energy. I see a lot of love here. Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, Knight of Cups. Like definitely love messages in the future. Counting down to our birthdays. There'll be plenty of emotion to go around, Pisces. So very, very interesting reading, and the fact that this Venus energy is right here. We need to embrace our feminine energy this month. If you're a mother watching, being a mother comes first. Like this is the top card. All right, healing yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup, mom. You can't. So those of you with children, especially if you have two children and this is the third one coming, because some of you guys are finding out that you're pregnant. But yeah, wow, this is definitely a mother energy. It may be your own mom. Again, this could just be about creating something, but okay, Pisces, we have one more thing to do here before this reading is over. You know, it's important that we're playing with a full deck this month, but it's also kind of metaphorical because Sagittarius and Capricorn, they're associated with gambling energy, I want to say. So I'm going to roll these dice, and I'm going to see what the most important zodiac sign is this month, moving into January, what the most important house is, and what the most important planet is. So this is for Pisces. Please roll these dice in regards to December 2019 for Pisces. What's the most important sign, planet, and house for Pisces? Okay. So the house that's most important, Pisces, is the first house. So if you know your rising sign, very important. Also, what you have and what you say may be important, because I do see, you know, the second house and the third house. So your friends, what you're communicating, and what you own, but mainly how you're being perceived by others, Pisces, who you are. Maybe there's an Aries important here. And then for the zodiac sign that is most important for us, we have Virgo. Okay, that's our opposite sign. I do believe Sagittarius also received Virgo for their most important sign. Cancer, Aries, and Gemini may be important as well. But Virgo, some of you guys may have a Virgo rising. Okay, and then the planet, Pisces, this is so weird that this landed here because it's the planet Venus. So Venus is obviously a very important planet to Pisces this month. You can see the same symbol there. This is Venus energy, and this is Venus energy. So love, abundance, beauty, attraction, you know, that feminine energy. Some of you may have Venus and Virgo in the first house. Some of you may have just Venus and Virgo, or I'm sorry, Venus in the first house. So Virgo, Venus in the first house. The Virgo is important, Venus in the first house in some way. Hopefully that gave you some additional information. I feel being perceived as attractive is very important to Pisces this month because that's Venus in the first house, okay? Which I actually have. So maybe some of you out there have it as well. So yeah, guys, very interesting readings. They went a little bit longer than what I expected, but you know, lots going on. So if this resonated with you in any way and you'd like a personal reading, please check my description box for the way to figure that out and to like get a hold of me. And other than that, guys, hopefully you had a great December and holidays, and I'm wishing you a very, very positive start to the new year. And I will speak to you guys in January. Bye.